Google Gemini just came out with an update that's going to help you make money online. There's actually several updates, and we're going to go over them all right here, right now. So, Alina, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks.
All right. So, these Gemini updates, we saw some updates to their image editing. We saw some updates to the ability to transcribe and get notes from multiple YouTube videos at once, and a whole host of other things. So we're going to go through those right here to show you exactly how you can make money with them. First of all, we see the enhanced capabilities of images. This was one of the big things they talked about, was image generation, where they're looking to compete with Midjourney and other AI. Qwen, yeah, all of them really. So what we're seeing here is with regular ChatGPT, I think this is kind of the benchmark because so many people use it. If I was to go over here and say, please make a YouTube thumbnail for a gardening site, kinda clickbaity. Let's see what it comes up with. I did notice that when you ask it to do thumbnails in ChatGPT, it just kind of includes the word thumbnail, and you have to say wide format if you want a wide image. So let's see how this one comes out and how it compares with Google Gemini. So we're gonna go ahead and open up Google Gemini over here, Gemini, right, like this, and you can see they did add to the list. So we have the Flash Thinking Experimental and the Pro for complicated tasks, which I think you're gonna like because it gets into the programming aspect. And I know for you, Bolt has kind of been a sore spot around here.
Yeah.
Where it's forgetting things and struggling.
Totally.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this here. Let's do, I think Flash is the one for images, I believe. Let's just try Pro. Let's see how this works. So I'm gonna do, please make a YouTube thumbnail for gardening site, kind of clickbaity, wide format. We'll see what ChatGPT is coming up with as well over here. Where did our ChatGPT go? There he is. So we have the gardening trick they want you to know. They want you to know it, apparently.
Okay, not too bad.
No, it's okay. I mean, that does capture the essence of what's going on. I will say, I mean, those vegetables are big. Dude's
I don't like that it literally includes YouTube there, like
Yes.
YouTube and the video and
Yeah.
wide. It's like I'm gonna include all the words you use just in case.
Let's try no words, please. And while we're waiting on that, let's see Gemini. Now, one of the things that a lot of people overlook is the fact that Google owns YouTube and other platforms. Therefore, their AI is going to be way better when using them. Like, there is nothing in comparison to using NotebookLM or any other tool with YouTube.
Got it.
So I'm seeing that this is really helping us out here. There we go.
Still YouTube site.
That is, it looks like, I feel like he's making a tomato, like Mr. Tomato Head. Did you ever have those where you put like the little parts on them? It's like, okay, give him a nose and some eyes. That's,
I mean, it looks interesting, except for the words.
it does definitely look interesting.
Just cut it out.
I feel like I made a living tomato. So let's see how Gemini does. Now, Gemini right away gives us a huge overview, and then it tells us what to do. So let's see, maybe it is...
Maybe it's because it's Pro Experimental is not doing images.
Could be. Let's try Flash, see if that does it. Because I know one of them, there we go.
Yeah.
So this is using Image Gen 3, and it is good for like Pinterest and stuff. I think this will be really helpful. But let's see what it comes up with when it's done thinking. Here we go. I kind of like the other one better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit outlandish, but yeah. How about for a secret gardening hack? And it didn't even, like, there was no images at all, so it gave me nothing to work with. So as far as that, I'm not super impressed for thumbnails, which I have been testing AI thumbnails. And it basically goes like this. AI thumbnails and image thumbnails with a person on them, the AI thumbnail usually wins.
Let's try to ask it to refine image as it suggests. And just now make it wide and for YouTube thumbnail. Again, maybe it will understand it from the second time.
Now, I do like the idea because it's like, oh, this, you know, magic paper gives you better watermelons.
Yeah, and it looks really realistic. I wouldn't tell that's AI.
Yes, like this, you know it's AI.
Yeah, you know it's AI.
Now, realistic, please. Let's see how this does. So here we have this. I think for Pinterest, we could spit these out easy. Now, one of the things, I know we talked about this earlier, one of the things that I like about Deepseek and other platforms is you can download as a PNG. Like working with WebP files is not my favorite. There's program limitations there. So this one's actually doing a JPEG, which I'm happy with. And the reason I like that is I don't have to go in here and, like with ChatGPT, to get this, I need to download, which is going to be a WebP file, which is a pain. And then if I want to make it bigger, to take a screenshot of it's kind of weird. Now, I think in terms of thumbnails, this nailed it. This one here, sure, here you go. There it is.
Where is it, Gemini?
I don't see it. Let's see here.
Just a second.
There it goes. Okay, so now we got that there. I do like this one.
Yeah, this one is really cool.
Yeah, like if you wanted to use a person's face on that, you can crop it, and that would get clicks. Yeah, and then like text of giant tomatoes.
No, I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. Very, very nice. All right, so now let's see.
I have a question. Oh, that's better.
That is better.
Are we using the last Gemini image generation model or not? It's kind of hard to tell.
I'm not sure. I don't know if this, okay, ask to refine, reflect your vision. Okay, so let's see which ones actually do images. So we did Flash regular, Flash experimental. Nope. So let's do Flash thinking with reasoning. No. Pro, we did that one. 1.5 Pro. So it's basically 1.5, 1.5 Pro.
Yeah, so we got the latest one, I see.
Yeah. So there we have that, and it's okay. I think as far as like actual images, like let's see if it'll do multiple. Like that was something I learned with ChatGPT, the new one, is you could do multiple images at once, which is a total time saver. So let's try make an image of an AI computer. And let's do the same thing in ChatGPT and see what comes up. Because what I'm looking for here is what can I use myself or give to outsourcers where they could boom, 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 get a bunch of Pinterest pin backgrounds. We don't need any words because AI is not quite there yet. That would work. Okay, so let's try make an image of an AI computer. So that's kind of lame. It's like literally a computer with the word AI on it. Let's see what this one comes up with. Usually I find that ChatGPT is a bit more creative. That's, that looks like he's looking at you. Like that's the eye.
So I think what they were going after is more realistic images. And that's why they have like less creativity into creating them, but they look realistic.
Yes, they definitely do look more realistic.
Whereas ChatGPT still looks like AI, but it's more creative.
Let's see here. So if we do a guy working on a computer, I'm guessing this is going to be like straight up picture worthy versus this one that might be kind of fun and cute.
Yeah, so it depends on what are you going after.
Yeah. And so we're waiting for that there. And while we're waiting, I was watching this video where he was talking about all the different models and what they do and the cost. And we actually found out. So Deepseek came out last couple weeks ago and really hit the news. And it hit the news in the fact that it's super, super cheap. And then Gemini answered back and they're like, well, we're just going to make ours cheaper than yours now. Which is like, okay, so you didn't have to charge us that much? Thank you, American capitalism, for charging lots of money.
Or maybe they're desperate,
Yeah,
yes.
I think that's it. Because Google's play in the AI world is kind of scary. Because when ChatGPT came out, they rushed to make their model. And that was the first one that gave all the errors, all the problems. It was making fun of people, telling them to do non-healthy stuff and dangerous stuff, really. And so what we saw was, again, Google's playing catch up.
Yes, but again, like Deepseek was trained on the basis of ChatGPT, so that's why they reduced the cost.
That is true. Yeah, and now I think someone made an AI that trained it for like $5 or something the other day. Yeah,
you probably can do it now since there are so many open models already.
Yeah, so I think like next week we're gonna get paid. Like they'll be like, here's $50, make an AI.
Make an AI, custom one.
And so you have that there. Now we look at this. The pricing was quite dramatic where they came out and lowered a lot of their prices, even on their newer models, where we're seeing, okay, 10 cents, 70 cents, and they're kind of matching and even beating the prices over here. ChatGPT still, I believe, is stuck where it was.
It's harder for ChatGPT to drop the prices because, again, they spent a lot.
Yes. Well, they're not a profitable company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google's sitting
They're
there like
already like.
Yeah. And it's all venture capital, so it's like, okay, these people need to get some money back.
And again, it's impossible for them in terms of making the same profit, of course, not in terms of like completely losing it.
And I think as far as like a robust AI platform, like for stability, writing articles, making good stuff, I think ChatGPT is still the king. Now, there are other ones that come out that have different uses. Like we're going to take a look at NotebookLM. We're going to take a look at Deep Search, which I think by far deep research is Google's nail in the coffin for AI. That thing is a beast. Nothing comes even close to it. And so that's pretty good. So DeepSeek pricing, different stuff like that. Let's take a look. So this is not so realistic. It looks more...
Yeah, because of the person himself.
Yeah.
But everything else, like the backgrounds, you cannot find details that are completely weird, at least with the first glance.
Yeah, let's see. So this one, I'm not seeing anything super weird. No extra hands or anything. He is wearing 2 watches, I think, unless that's just a bracelet.
Okay, now I see the next computer is standing on the gap. But
oh yeah, so this is like the best monitor stand ever. It just holds them all up.
And the next one you see on the background?
Oh yeah, it's just like on the stand. And then that one's like kind of tweaked. So it is a little weird. It's getting like weirder. It's like a puzzle. Like the longer
you look.
Yeah. This dude is on point.
That's clean.
That is very clean. Now make him super tall, like Shaq. Let's see here. Let's see if it does that. And interesting. Let's see. Make him super tall, like Shaq. I don't know. How tall is Shaq? He's like 7'1" or something. You know,
for a second, I thought that we had a vice versa result, that the ChatGPT was more realistic, but now I see that no.
Yeah.
it's stable about the realistic.
Yeah, it's kind of like, whoa. Okay, so it did make Shaq. That's pretty interesting there.
Yeah, in terms of creativity, this is really cool.
That is really cool.
How about combining unexisting things, like the same thing as you did with elephant and giraffe, something in a way?
So now, like Shaq with
an elephant head,
dinosaur.
Okay.
Feet.
Okay.
There we go. That'll work. That way it's not too...
And same for Gemini, because I'm interested like in this concepts you've never seen before, how you're gonna tackle that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you can... this one looks like it's just struggling.
It didn't disappear. Oh, it didn't generate the one.
It didn't do the Shaq because it's against the guidelines. Now, one thing I will say, of all the AIs out there, Google is the most fitting to the rules. Like theirs is like the good boy in class, and like DeepSeek's like the dude back there, throwing spitballs at the teacher. And see, he's like, I'm sorry, I can't do that, sir.
Yeah, like how you imagine
dinosaur feet. I mean, he's at a computer. Why would he do that? Now this one's like, hey, come on, we're going for it. That's pretty cool.
Wow, that's cool. Love it.
That is great. All right, so we're looking at that. We see the models released. Some of the newer stuff that we're looking at here. NotebookLM is a beast. NotebookLM, in terms of being able to make money online, is the biggest game changer, and it's so overlooked. While everyone's... go ahead.
Is it the one that creates the visual statistics and everything?
So NotebookLM is the one where it's closed. So right now, it's a nothing. Like if I ask it, it won't even do it. So what you do is you upload your own stuff or your own videos. So if I was to go to YouTube and say, hey, I want to give it this video, you would add a source, YouTube, boom, and I could put 50 different YouTube videos. It'll transcribe them all and get all the stuff we want. Now, there is a caveat. If it's a new video, it doesn't have the transcript. However, it'll work with text, with images. I don't know about images, but text, PDFs. And so what I did here is like...
So document uploading thing that other AI struggles sometimes is...
Yes.
What
and
NotebookLM is good at.
it's in the box. So like if I wanted to be, let's say there's a lot of YouTubers that are drama YouTubers and they talk about drama with other YouTubers. This would be good for them because now I can load 50 different opinions about one thing. Boom, it's a closed environment. It's not going to go outside and look for anything. It's what you give it.
So it will analyze all of them and give you like a summary
Exactly.
of all these discussions.
And check this out. I can go over here. I can hit load conversation. It's going to make a full podcast like we're talking now with two AIs.
Okay, so let's talk about Honey. You know that browser extension?
Yeah, the one that's supposed to like find you all the best views.
And it's all based on my stuff specifically, which for this, I mean, you can generate little podcasts. I actually tested it. I gave it my sales page and I said, make a podcast talking about this sales page. And I think I said, try to sell it at the end. And it was very honest. It was like, oh, you know, sometimes these types of programs are this, sometimes that. But all in all, Marcus has a pretty good reputation. You should probably buy it. I just put it on my website and I said, look what I made. And it sold. Like people were like, oh, hey, this is pretty good.
That works.
Yeah. So this kind of thing you can use kind of like your own UGC where you're generating your own user generated content. And it's a game changer. That and the deep search, there is nothing like deep research. This one here, when I go through and I do deep research, it's literally going to get tons of different sites. So it's going to go through, I think in one of these, it researched a ton. Let's do a new one. Pick a topic, any topic you like.
Let's do the wig styling for cosplay.
Okay, cool. So let's do styles of wigs and reviews for cosplay. Lots of examples and sites, please.
And
now,
basic principle, maybe? Okay.
Okay. And we can add that also. So what it's going to do is it's going to scour the web. As if I was to tell you, hey, go find me info about this topic, you would go out there and find it, and it would take me and you like a week to do this. This is going to go through. So it says, find articles and guides on choosing wigs, find the websites that sell them, find the reviews, start research. Now you can edit it, and I can say only for manga or only for World of War. I don't know, whatever they do there.
That sounds good. Do we want to start it?
Yeah, so we'll start it, and then you'll see at a glance, it's going to find all the websites. So it's like Googling something for you, doing the research, and getting everything.
But you don't do it manually.
Exactly. And this one reported 7 websites. In some, like I've done some where I'm like, find side hustles, it'll go to like 500 websites.
Nice.
It's crazy. And that's just 721, so it's growing. And you can see maybe there's probably some you might have seen before, like this Wigs 101. Hey, that's
Interesting.
I would be interested to see what this guy does, or gal.
Looks on point. Looks like a good little blog.
Yeah, it is. It definitely. Let's see. He looks like he peaked over here. A little bit of traffic. Let's see what he ranked for. Yeah. So not so much cosplay, but wigs in general. So now we're up to 51 websites. EpicCosplay.com. That's a good domain name.
It's probably a company that sells them.
Let's see. Pages. Okay. Shop colors, yeah, so they have a shop. That's cool. And having it understand that is key. And that's the kind of thing where with the Gemini, if we were to go for the new image model, make a cool cosplay wig on a 25-year-old girl, something like that, it would actually generate that for us. Okay, it doesn't have the capability. Which one was it?
Try to make a Naruto cosplay
Naruto?
wig.
I forgot which one had the image. Which one was it? I thought it was
this
Flash.
one, yeah.
Unless it's just like tripping out on us.
Oh, you didn't say image.
Oh.
Make a picture. Okay.
Let's see if it gets that.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
okay. yet.
Yeah, this concept is super complicated.
It
just
is.
make it, ask for the wig, just the wig.
Just the wig.
Styled wig.
Styled wig image. Okay, so I forgot which one it was. It's kind of a pain. Yeah, one of these. But yeah, okay. So we're looking at that, and I don't think the strong suit is images.
Yeah, it might be still learning again. They usually push models out before they are actually perfect, as we know, all of them do. So it struggles for sure with all the creative stuff.
Well, and I'm waiting for an update to this deep research because this, if you're not using this to make money, you are completely missing out, because I have used this to create content, outlines and scripts and notes in seconds, where it used to take forever.
What about the research function that we had in ChatGPT Pro? Do you know what's the difference?
Let's take a look. That's a great question, because ChatGPT had
It's O1.
deep research.
Yeah.
So let's say,
Do you want to switch to O1? To the
O1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So O1 here.
Uh-huh.
A pro or regular? Let's do O1 regular, because ChatGPT or Google is actually free for users. That was the thing they came out with, where they said, hey, this is free. So let's use this. We'll give it the same prompt, which is styles of wigs. Over here somewhere. Where were we? ChatGPT. Did that one? There we go. So let's see how this works. This usually gets like 3 websites. Okay, 1. What is 1? Okay, so now it's doing this, and it should tell us its work. What I find is when you click it, it'll show you the sites over here. So it's kind of like the same deal, just showing the sites over in a smaller search kind of model.
Interesting.
Slower on the get-go, although this one is taking a while as well. But this is also looking at 51 websites.
Including videos.
Yeah, exactly. And transcribing them. So we have same website, same website, same website. It's telling you what it does. I have to scroll a little bit.
It's like, I'm going to take all the info from this one website I found.
Yeah, exactly. It's all no plagiarism at all. Epic cosplay
Okay, it goes
is
to
the
the
same
same
one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Search
I'm
for-
curious how many. Okay, 6 resources.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's just watch this. So Reddit, Popverse.
Cosplay Reddit.
Okay, so now we got our report.
Yay.
Cosplay wigs, a comprehensive guide to styles and reviews. Choosing the right wig. And tell us if this is something you would do. Matching your character's hair color and skin tone.
Good point.
Wig cap. Is that like the net?
It's the one that when you make it hard by actually putting all the glue over it.
So it's literally like a hat.
Oh,
It's a hair hat.
yeah.
Okay. Hairline. Full lace wigs, front lace, 360. Okay.
That makes sense.
Hair density and volume, wig fiber. Man,
Okay.
this is a complex process. So now we have different places you can shop,
Nice.
learn more. Okay, so that just puts the little references. Cosplay wig reviews, Epic. So it's reviewing the companies. Wig materials, good. Got a little guide. I mean, this would be...
As a general overview, it's good.
Yeah, and let's see out of the gate with...
Grammarly?
Yeah, that one. There we go. Good thing you're here. I'd be like, wait a minute. Where do we go? Let's see. Okay, so did they make a new... It looks like they changed up their stuff a bit. Okay, so we'll check for plagiarism. It'd be interesting to see, because it is pulling from sources, which I would think would do a higher plagiarism. Although, out of the gate, 2,200 word, that's a good blog post right there. So let's wait on that. Let's see how ChatGPT, 15 sources, which is funny because it's not really 15, it's 4 on that.
3 times,
Yeah, so it's like,
Okay.
yep, okay.
But I'm curious to see the results. I would say that right off the gate, I would suggest that the Deekseek in this case would just suggest something more in depth again, because it specializes in this.
Let's fire up Deekseek. Let's see. Let's put it to the test here.
Because
So-
I feel like it's usually better in specific topics.
Okay, and just don't download Deepseek, because apparently the government wants to make it illegal to download Deepseek. I don't know. Watch that. So we'll just
What if you
use the word.
downloaded it before the law?
You better hurry up.
Yeah, hurry up before they put it in.
Okay, so let's do, our prompt was styles of wigs and reviews. And we are using Deepseek. Boom.
Do we do search or just deep thinking? Because
Let's do search and write a 20 to 500-ish word article. Let's see what it comes up with, what direction it goes. What I'm looking for is something not lame. Like this here, cosplay wigs, a comprehensive.
Yeah, this is like not in depth, and the tone is neutral, so it doesn't actually get a grip on you and doesn't engage with you a lot. It's just general information. It's still useful for somebody who's not into this.
Yeah.
At all.
You though, you'd be like, next.
Yeah, I mean, good steps, but
Yeah. You could have wrote it.
yeah, pretty much. Give me something
Yeah.
that I don't know.
So this one's still going, and he's still got the same amount.
What's deepseek?
Deepseek
Thinking.
he's going, he's thinking, okay, so web page 9, 10. So he's got, or she, has 10
10.
sites. Introduction. Okay. The ultimate guide, that's right out of the gate,
Better.
it's already better.
That's what I thought, you know.
Yeah, the cosplayer, the cornerstone of character transformation. Types, synthetic, human.
That
race.
is more up to point.
Yeah.
I'll tell right away.
Top 20, that's much better. This blog post I'd read. Yep. And which character was that?
Ruby's Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Is it from new Beetlejuice movie?
I don't remember.
Ruby is a girl there.
Oh,
yeah,
this
because
one.
she has like all this
Okay.
weird cuts and
Okay, yeah, cool. Old lady cosplay wigs. Luvim something, and on we go. So pretty cool. Where to buy, price range.
nice.
So this is.
Yeah,
that's,
this is more specific. This is what exactly has the value already.
Yes, if
I
I
mean,
was a
it's
blogger.
probably shorter again because we know that
Actually,
she doesn't.
I don't know if it's a lot shorter. So on Google, Gemini Deep Research, we are at 2,200 words, 7% plagiarism. Not bad.
69 for AI. Okay.
Okay. No plagiarism. None at all? Okay,
Non AI. No plagiarism.
No AI at all. Like, it's just like, hey, no, a human wrote this.
Oh my God.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we didn't
Okay.
detect plagiarism. 15%. Okay, it is shorter. It's about half the size, but it's better.
Yes.
Like, I think this would perform better because people would actually read it. So
we see why everyone is
and we see why everyone's panicking about DeepSeek, because it is kind of kicking everyone's butt here.
Let's see ChatGPT.
So ChatGPT. Okay, so now we're going to say, now make this a 2,000-ish word blog post. All right. Hold my coffee. Let's see what he does.
Huh. Is it?
Ultimate.
It's very similar to the.
I wonder if that's because it was
DeepSeek.
trained on it.
Yeah.
Might be.
I'm here. Look at this. It's like word by word.
And did you find the irony in OpenAI complaining that DeepSeek ripped them off? I'm like, you literally ripped off the entire internet, and you're mad that this guy ripped
now you
off your
spell
ripoff.
DeepSeek too.
Yeah. That'd be like, I'm taking your coffee cup, and then someone gets mad that, I don't know. I don't even know what that analogy would be because it's so bad. But it's like kettle pot, you know. Hello.
But word by word. Oh my God.
Ultimate Guide to Cosplay Wig Styles Reviews. I think the...
Oh,
Okay,
is it
so it's
completely the
long.
same? Can I see a
Is
little
it?
up?
Oh, that would be interesting. No, because I didn't see Jack Sparrow in there.
Yeah, it's like a combination of DeepSeek and Gemini.
It is.
Can I see a little lower where it compares the prices or something?
Cosplay wigs are essential. Types.
Okay.
Pretty similar.
It is.
That is very, very similar.
Yeah, but here it's
Styles
shorter,
reviews,
but it's
top
the same.
sites. Styles reviews and where to... I mean...
Can we see what's next after the week?
So we
So the
have
styles next?
Styles,
Styles for popular.
Naruto.
Okay, this is a more on topic of a anime that is interesting because DeepSeek didn't take anime.
I think DeepSeek was kind of more costumes. Like, I saw it, and correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not in this industry, Halloween costumes.
Yes.
Where it's like, I'm going to be Beetlejuice. I don't
Yes,
I
those
don't
are, like-
envision going to Comic-Con and seeing a bunch of Beetlejuices.
I mean, if we mentioned for anime, it will probably go through. And
Yeah.
what goes after?
Okay, so not many. 3 examples. Oh, movie, okay.
Okay, so it has
did,
both.
yeah.
That's nice. Oh, this is actually a very in-demand character.
The
so
Elsa?
It's a good result. Yeah, Harley Quinn, Elsa, Jack Sparrow. That is like top notch.
Nice.
So next, styles.
So popular video games.
It goes on a really in-trending things.
And you know what I like about this? Like if you were going to do Pinterest, boom, now you have the characters. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for AI to think where I can't go that extra step. Like, oh, hey, now I can make, all these different types or whatever it is where I can make more content.
Stores. It's very similar to Deepseek, but its character choice is more on point.
Renown 4 types. Yeah, this is really good.
And it's longer as we requested. Let's see how it's like
So we'll go
plagiarism
here.
and AI
So
content.
we had.
Non-plagiarism and 15%.
So what I would do is I would write it in ChatGPT, give it to Deepseek to make it salesy.
Yes.
Yeah. So no plagiarism or AI. Okay. Either like maybe Grammarly's broken today. I don't. Let's see. AI detector. Let's see if we can find this. Usually, I mean,
It has
it's always
100%.
like 100%. It's always AI. The whole world's AI. Okay.
Success.
So 47%.
Okay, that's not bad for this one.
No.
Let's get back to Grammarly, maybe it updated. And
1%, 5%. That's not bad. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's a decent article. Like out of the gate, you could, if you're lazy, just put it on your blog and boom, there you go.
Okay, I would say Gemini totally did research bigger. Like it had more sources that it takes from. Maybe you can still like ask it to rewrite it in particular style and be more specific.
So this is where you're going to get, okay, so you ready to see the power of NotebookLM? Okay, watch this. We're going to go and we're going to create new and we're going to go add source, copied text. Boom. So now we have Google Gemini's text. Add new, text, and we're going to get ChatGPT's. So what we're going to do is we're going to get an overview of all of these. Okay, and then we'll have Deepseek. So we got ChatGPT, Deepseek, and Gemini. And you can do this with others too. Okay, and next, add source. And you can see as you're going through, it's actually getting the info, right? So it's like, oh, hey, here's the 3 sources. Here's a little overview. If I wanted to do a study guide, briefing doc, timeline, FAQ, and then I can customize and say focus on the 2025 trends and where and what to buy and how to not get ripped off, which would be good because we saw the Temu glove.
Yeah.
She got a Temu glove and it was
that was AliExpress.
AliExpress glove, and it looked like it was for a platypus foot. Have you seen that animal that's like kind of weird?
It's like a duck foot, but bigger.
Yeah, and it was a glove, which is like, okay, I don't know whose hand this could go on. And so now we see it's giving little notes down here, which is pretty cool. Wig styles, trends, best practices. Looking pretty good there. Pretty much like a little overview of what's going on. And then let's see what our FAQ looks like. Or we already did the FAQ. Styling, brands, detailed briefing, timeline. So here's a timeline. Early history, pre-25. Cosplay emerges as a hobby. Wigs become... I don't know if this is usable content.
Oh, we didn't have much of it in the initial articles, so...
This is good. So now I have all the people. That's cool.
Yes, that is nice.
So now I can say, now please write a 3,000 word article with all the example characters. There we go. I don't know if this will do an actual article. It might. And then the podcast is going to blow you away. Because it's like 2 people like, hey, what do you think about the new Naruto hair? Well, you need a lot of gel. That'll be interesting. And that's one of the things looking at with the Google Gemini updates. Deep search, it looks like it did get an update. contextual understanding, integration with Google search. That's where the power comes in, because nobody has access to Google's data but Google. And there's so much back-end data that they know that other people don't. Like, what do people respond to? What do they click on? The amount of tests they're doing daily is game-changing. And so having that baked into the AI is pretty cool. The YouTube one I want to show you guys in a minute as well. So let's take a look at how it's doing with the article. So we have all the different people looking pretty long. This is nicely laid out. Like if a cosplay person that was a blogger wanted to use this, this is a great springboard.
Yes, it's a good combination of three, just from a first glance.
Exactly. And it's going to be unique because you are the only one who prompted these three things. And that's the key to AI content, is if you prompt it different, you win. Okay, so 1% plagiarism, 2,300 words, 16% AI, completely unique with all the characters. That's a good piece of content.
Nice.
And I'm guessing this is going to make a really good podcast as well. So going through, we'll wait for the podcast. While we're waiting for that, I wanted to show you guys what I think is the biggest update other than the stuff we've shown so far with the deep research, which is game changer. I want to show you guys also, this is kind of like with Microsoft. Microsoft has an edge on AI because they have access to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all these other tools. Google, same thing. They got the Google suite of tools where Google Docs, Slides, Gmail, different things like that is inside of it. With Windows, we saw that the PowerPoint, game changer. I can make a whole slideshow, images, boom, 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 right on the get-go. One of the things I wanted to look at too is when using the new version, Pro Experimental, I found that I could go in and say, find me YouTube videos about cosplay wigs. And it'll go through and it'll find the videos and it'll summarize them. And then we can have it create content based on the summary, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
And you can see here, here's what it's doing. General wig styling, beginner cosplay, wig styling techniques, how to make, I don't know what that is.
Me too.
You don't? We got how to cut it, ventilate. Is that something that is important? I mean, I guess it would be. Otherwise, you're going to be
Yes, some of them you cannot wash. That's why.
Oh, that's what they want. Okay, I thought it was like you're going to get too hot.
If it's completely glued, like with the glue, you cannot wash it anymore.
Got it. And that's an interesting name, you know. Synthetic Arda wigs, how I detangle my worst wigs. That's a good title.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice one.
And you know what's cool about this? Now come up with 25 titles for my video about wig mistakes. And it'll actually use these to learn from. 10 cosplay wig mistakes, common, tangled wig frizzy mess, how to solve common wig problems. So these are pretty decent. Let's now go through and say, now please summarize all the videos you found. And this is kind of like, I mean, back in the day, you had to watch a bunch of videos, or back in like 2000 to 2003, back in 2000, 2003, I would literally pay to have them transcribed, and then I get the generation of the transcription and use it with a program, and it was a big mess, take forever. This does it like that.
Nice.
So we have general cosplay wig, how to style friendly, so it's giving the little overview. Cool. Now we could say, now make a going to the conference wig checklist. That would be something that's kind of cool. You know, you pack it in your suitcase and you're like, okay, did you pack your wig? Did you put a brick on it? I don't know, however you do it. So you got to have the wide tooth comb. Got to have a wig brush. Thinning shears. Okay, so that's, would you find that helpful?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good, that's what we want. And that's the kind of thing you could sell on Etsy, you can make for free, whatever it is. So I like this YouTube feature, and I like that it also has the audio, which is cool. I think we had something else running. We were waiting on the podcast over here.
Yay.
There we go. So 19 minutes. Now, watch this, because we can actually do interactive mode. You can interrupt them and talk.
Oh my gosh.
Watch this.
All right. Time to get those wig stands ready. Because you guys sent in a ton of info on cosplay wigs for 2025.
Oh, yeah.
And we are diving deep.
Awesome.
So let's try this here. Okay, so that's going to allow the microphone. Oh, okay, so we have, okay, that's our report, so that's not the podcast. Looks like it's being kind of slow. And you can download it too, which is pretty cool. And there you go. So play.
All right, time to get those wig stands ready because you guys sent in a ton of info.
Okay, you want to ask?
How many characters we
Oh,
have?
1 second. Waiting and waiting. There should be a spot where you...
Oh.
We had trouble connecting. Try again. Usually you
Time to
can...
get those wig stands ready because
Okay,
you guys sent
if
in
you
a ton
press
of info
pause,
on
maybe you'll be able to
cosplay
speak.
wigs for 2025.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all right. Time to get those wig stands ready.
Okay, like we can-
Okay, let's go back here. Interactive mode. Play. Okay. It just keeps
It
spinning.
was so close.
It was. It's like we're pretending we're going to
I
help
mean,
you out here.
It's beta version, so it doesn't work.
You can now interrupt. Okay, so that's that.
Okay, try
Yeah,
again.
so it's having some trouble, but you can theoretically.
All right, time to get those wig stands ready because you guys sent. Hey there.
Hey,
Share your thoughts on this?
so how many characters do we have in this tutorial? I'd say it's probably still unable to change the podcast on the go.
I have had it work.
Yeah, interesting.
It's spotty, but it does work. It just, you know, when you're
Okay,
recording a
maybe
video,
not
it
now.
doesn't
Oh,
work.
yeah.
So I think in terms of having this, I mean, you got...
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Want the real deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's where understanding materials and construction comes in.
Okay.
Like weft, for example.
What?
Yeah, refers to the strips of hair that are sewn onto the wig cap. So higher weft density means more hair.
Just pretty cool.
And that means
Yeah,
you get
and it's,
full
I mean,
I've definitely been there.
Oh,
it's a 20-minute
That's a
talk.
good,
It is.
learning podcast. It's like a full tutorial.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you can go through and put all kinds of different things. Like if you put two conflicting views, like tell me everything that's good about, you know,
Synthetic wigs or natural hair.
yeah, or even like politics. Like tell me what's good about
Nice.
Republicans, what's good about Democrats, and it'll like duke it out and have an argument
Ooh,
about it,
cool.
which is pretty cool. And it's a good way to learn very fast, like you said. And you know, a lot of blogs have a feature where you can listen to the blog post. This is better because it's discussion.
Yes. It's adjusted to the format for the audio that you can get the information from, not the text.
Yep, and I think they're playing around with having different voices. But yeah, it's cool. And the fact that you can download it as an MP3 right there is game changing. So looking at this, I think there's a lot about this that is going to help you make money. I think they're going to be adding videos. They're going to be adding other stuff with YouTube. As far as using these for images, not super impressed. Let's try coding real quick and see.
It's impressive for images that look realistic within the realistic requests.
Yeah, pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try, what's something you tried to code recently?
I'm struggling
Let's
to
try,
choose one.
let's try a, please make a color match tool for my website where I choose a color and it tells me matching colors. Let's see if this works. Okay, so here it is right there. No preview, no it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna code it. There it is, that's what it is. So it looks good out of the get-go. It's fast.
It's probably going to create multiple files from what I see.
Okay.
I also see that the file is long enough. That is nice.
Okay. Copy code, so that just copies to clipboard. Not super impressed with that. I like to be able to download them.
Oh, that's HTML.
So it's all in one file.
Yeah, one wall.
Let's see, can you show me a demo? Can't run it. So we could do it easily with...
Yeah, copying, creating a file.
Yeah, let's try...
It's on this screen.
Okay.
You almost got it? Yeah.
So we'll go like this. New. And it should run on our computer. Save as color test. I think if we save it as HTML, it should work.
Just do .html.
Yeah, and then we should be able to run it straight from this here. Let's see. Okay, it's terrible. This is the worst tool I've ever seen. This is like, are we back in 1994 with, you know, Windows, what was it back then? Windows 95? Before that, it's 3.1.
Yeah, so it's just very basic coding.
So I think the strong point is search and YouTube, hands down. One of the things I want you guys to remember is use the tools for what you need them for. Don't look for a one-size-fits-all tool. Otherwise, you're going to get the same output everyone else gets. Use these in conjunction. Go in and make a video with Sora. Go in and make a code with Deepseek or Bolt, ChatGPT. Look at the strong points in each and piece it together so that you can make money in a super simple way, whether it's creating articles. Like we created a very good article by combining the three in NotebookLM. Those kind of things are game changers. And out of the gate, that NotebookLM one is pretty much blog post ready. Like ready to go, add your affiliate links, done deal. Creativity, Deepseek's gonna win hands down. You know, and I can even say, hey, Deepseek, you know, make the headlines of this more catchy, different things like that. So I think all in all, good updates, definitely dropping the price, definitely what Deepseek did to the AI industry is so good because it's like, oh shoot, we have to be better. And so now they're trying to be better. And I like that. That's a good direction. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Go use these tools and make some money. And we'll see you in the next training.
See you in the next one.